The T dating app chat. Quote unquote dating safety tools that protect women. So this app is supposedly chat. It's supposed to be some kind of dating safety app for women where only women are allowed to post, and they basically post about men. But as it turns out, it's actually it's basically a doxing app, an app for women to stalk, dox, and harass men that they don't like. And as you may have heard, it had a data breach.
No! No!
Are you?
No! No!
Are you joking?
No! No!
Are you joking me?
BPP is right, chat. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Yeah, so basically, I got a whole bunch of resources on this, but yeah. So first off, this thing is the app itself. I think breaks a whole bunch of laws. But yeah, so this thing was coded so poorly that it wasn't even a hack. They literally just did not secure their yeah, exactly, Jerry. Exactly, Jerry. They just did not secure their database at all. So the storage bucket and everything, it was just sitting there. And yeah, since you bring that up, Jerry, let me pull this up here. I'm just gonna let that sink in for a second. So these are the women that installed the T app, and the men they're complaining about. You know, you look at these women here. These aren't exactly the winners. These aren't exactly women you want to be dating in the first place, are they? Are they, chat? And these are the guys. They're just totally normal dudes. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, so it's women you wouldn't want to date in the first place. BTFO.
No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.
Sorry, I'm just having way too much fun with these. I set up some of these reaction things last night. I was just having way too much fun with it. So I'm going to use them. Yeah, so the app was breached by this guy, Kasra Rajerdi. He's a researcher who originally flagged the issue, provided a database of more than 1.1 million messages to prove his findings. And then 4chan got a hold of it. And you know what happens when 4chan gets a hold of something? They openly shared images exposing the first breach. And now a second breach has hit the app. So now it's their DMs that have been leaked. And of course I can't really show you too much of that, because, you know. But let's just say it's what you think it is. It's what you think it is. And, yeah, so there is also a video that goes over this. I'm gonna, you know, so if you're not like a coder or anything, this might not mean a ton to you, but it's still interesting nonetheless. So there's a video here by this guy, Fireship. Load.
Last week, one of the most revolutionary dating apps for women, T.
Okay, first of all, he gets that wrong right off the bat, so I have to point that out. Because no, it's not a revolutionary dating app for women. It is just a doxing app for women. Oh, and I like how, if I scroll down here, I like how this top reaction in the bottom right here, dating app doxes its own users. Isn't that just beautiful? It's not just beautiful, chat. So beautiful.
T shot to the top of the App Store download charts, and then immediately imploded after one of the most embarrassing data breaches of all time. T is an app that
It says hack. It wasn't hacked. This does not count as a hack.
can only be used by women to dox and gossip about men that they've gone out with on dating sites, to warn other women about bad behavior before they go on a date. That means if you're one of the top 5% of desirable males who get 80% of the women on apps like...
Something tells me that is an underestimate. Or overestimate? Yeah, overestimate. Because I'm pretty sure there are a lot less men getting dates on these dating apps.
Tinder, they're probably talking about you on T. Unfortunately, on July 25th, T confirmed unauthorized access to a legacy Firebase storage bucket that was left completely and egregiously insecure.
So what that means, chat, is that this isn't a hack. They literally just did not secure anything. They just left the whole thing wide open to the internet. I understand that you need... Yeah, Jerry has plain text. I understand that you need at least kind of a bitmap serializer scrambler for what I assume to be vibe code to React as a baked-in function. Yeah, no, so I don't think you need like a... I don't even know what a bitmap serializer and scrambler are, but basically you just need like basic encryption and a password. Or one thing that's common, I think they were using some kind of Google Firebase stuff. But I know in AWS, what you will commonly do with a database is just make it not publicly accessible. So you would need to use a VPN just to get to the database. And that way the only thing that can really access the database is the application you're using.
Around 72,000 images were compromised, 13,000 selfies and ID photos. Then just days later, another database was hacked that allegedly contains over 1.1 million shared posts, comments, and direct messages. In today's video, we'll find out how this app was compromised and look at all the hilarious stuff developers have been building with the hacked data. It is July 30th, 2025, and you're watching the Code Report. The world is changing quickly. Just days ago, and a handful of US to goon on to verify that they're women by taking a gets hacked. The T app, which requires women to verify that they're women by taking a selfie with their ID, is a perfect example.
Is this a super bad reference? Is he just saying that he looks like, what's his name, McLovin? Yeah, you need the image in bits, serialized bitmap, and encrypt this in the reverse. Yeah, but, well, so the thing is, you don't really need to do that, Jerry, because the apps are the images would be sitting in the bucket. So you would just encrypt the entire bucket rather than encrypting the individual bitmaps. But they didn't do that.
Example. It was cooked up by Sean Cook, a male developer with over 6...
There's one thing I need to point out about this guy, chat. So this is the guy that made the T dating app, and he has a 6-month coding boot camp. Wow. But there's something even worse I have to point out. Something even funnier. He's gay. He's zesty, chat. He's zesty. I wish I had that clip. I need to find that clip from Kino Casino. But yes, he's gay. So the T app for women was made by a gay man with 6 months of coding experience. You can probably guess where this is going.
6 months of coding under his belt, according to LinkedIn. But now his app is cooked after this massive data breach was dumped on 4chan, and it's kind of sad that an app meant to help women stay safe ended up harming them instead.
The more you fuck around, chat, the more you're gonna find out.
4chan Anons played the Uno reverse card when thousands of selfies of users on the T app were dumped.
I love 4chan, chat. I love the users of 4chan. They're such beautiful people. Don't we love our based autists?
And subsequently spread across.
Oh yeah, and you can see here firebase-storage.googleapis.com. So yeah, they were using Google's Firebase to store everything
Across the internet, and people are continuing to roast these T users as we speak. The users of this app and the victims of the breach are being referred to as roast.
Yeah, exactly, Jerry. Restrict the bucket with OAuth. Yeah. Oh, I love this right here.
Are being referred to as roasties. The vibe coders.
I hope you caught that.
Users of this app and the victims of the breach are being referred to as roasties. The vibe code.
I think that's a fitting name, don't you? I am not sponsored by Arby's, but you know, Arby's, if you guys wanna sponsor the channel, I'm very open to sponsors.
Saw an opportunity to build all sorts of ridiculous apps based on this data. Like one guy used Python to do a detailed data exploration, while another used JavaScript to take the location data from the hacked images and plot it on Google Maps.
You know what this reminds me of, actually? You guys ever see the poop app that San Francisco put out? Okay, I'm gonna derail this for a second. Let's see. San Francisco should really just be called Scat Francisco at this point. San Francisco poop map. There it is. Poop map. Oh, this might be it. I hope it doesn't block me. Reddit does this really obnoxious thing where it like blocks you, like network blocks nowadays. So yeah, map of all the public poop found in San Francisco. Yeah, the black areas are just places where there's so many of these brown markers that they're just covering up each other. So yeah, this is the public pooping in San Francisco. Now, of course, Reddit is trying to defend this, but yeah, isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful? Ooh, arcgis.com. Ooh, this might be interesting. Oh, no, I don't want to sign in. But isn't that just wonderful, chat? Oh, another poop map. Another poop map, chat. I assume the yellow is where the poop was found. Don't you want to just live in San Francisco? Isn't it wonderful? This is the center of our American tech, whatever you want to call it, our American tech hegemony. Exactly, Wingus Dingus. Covering your city in poop is good, actually. God, why am I reading that in Tucker Carlson's voice? It sounds like something you would say in being sarcastic. Oh, covering your city in poop is good, actually. United Nations Plaza. I don't know if this is like an official United Nations thing or if they just named it after the United Nations for some reason, but... Oh, just metric tons of poop. Just so beautiful. It's so beautiful to not live in San Francisco, isn't it? They'll soon change it to where the spots show where it isn't. Beautiful. Oh, San Francisco. Yeah. So this is basically the female equivalent of the poop map. These are the poop females.
While another person made a website to rank them based on their looks.
Now, can you really rank them based on their look? Aren't they all fighting for last place, chat?
The breach went viral, the T-Team released a statement, which was basically a non-apology with a bunch of corpo speak that explained how a legacy data storage system was penetrated non-consensually. What's especially egregious about this breach, though, is that the data was kept in a Firebase storage bucket, completely unencrypted and unsecured, just waiting to be found by someone on the internet. And you actually have to go out of your way to screw up Firebase this bad, because you get tons of warnings when you have a bucket or database with rules set to public, along with...
They ignored the warnings, chat. They ignored the warnings.
Are you...
No! No!
Are you joking?
No!
Are you joking me?
By the way, if you're curious where I got that clip, it's from a video. Maybe I can find it. It's from a video of Nick Recada's wife explaining to all of Nick's viewers that she first introduced him to her parents as her gay friend. Anyway, back to the video.
along with email reminders that tell you anyone can access this data. In addition, in the UI, they tell users that they will delete your selfie after the verification process is done, but it appears
Yeah, they don't do that, chat. I want you to remember that when we get to our second topic, our second main topic, because, yeah, I don't trust any of these sites that tell you, oh, we'll delete your ID once you upload it, because I don't believe them.
it appears that wasn't the case. They were either lying or just highly incompetent, as some have speculated that the app itself is just vibe-coded slop, but I think that
It's almost definitely vibe-coded slop. Now, if you don't know what vibe coding means, basically it's the next step after hiring cheap H-1Bs and outsourcing. So instead of having the cheapest possible developers who are incompetent code your app, you have AI code your entire app, and do so very poorly because AI has no actual concept of logic. It's like a parrot. It just constructs outputs that look right.
I think that's highly unlikely because not even AI would screw up Firebase this bad. But
You don't know how bad AI can get when you try to write code with it.
between your AI coding agent bills, your AI girlfriend bills, and your cloud hosting bills,
See, chat, the thing about your AI girlfriend should always be locally hosted. Always host your AI girlfriend locally.
it's never been more expensive to be a 10x developer, which is why you should check out Hostinger, the sponsor.
Okay, this is just an ad. Yeah. So, yeah, you want to see the clip, chat? You want to see the clip from Keenan Casino? We got. I'm gonna pull up the clip here. Just so you know where I got. Just so you know where I got this clip. Just because it's so funny. It's so funny. It's from. You know what? It might be further back. Heck, why not? Give me one sec. I'll find it here. Finding it from my my watch history here. I think it's in here. Yes. Yeah.
Was very skeptical, but I'm going to remind you. Blah, blah,
Gabe-rated.
blah, blah, blah.
Where do we go from
I
there?
told him, well, I'll help you come out of the closet then.
Oh my god!
Did she watch her husband get plowed by another man? Is this where this is going?
But he sucked one in college in a dorm.
Basically, what they're saying is that he first met her as pretending to be gay. So that's how that went, apparently.
My God.
So I start telling all of our friends that he's gay, and he just went with it, and he was like, yeah, I'm totally gay, blah, 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 and like...
Look at the shame! He
ridiculous.
felt shame!
I
He's
feel
going
shame.
red! He's felt it! Oh my God, did you see him? He's looking down at the fucking floor. Oh, he's felt it!
And then when he met my parents several months
What?
later, I introduced him to them as Nick, my gay friend.
No! No!
Are you?
No! No!
Are you joking?
No! No!
Are you joking
much.
me?
So that's where that clip came from, chat. I just thought you'd enjoy it. And don't feel bad for him, by the way. This guy got arrested for doing coke around his kids. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's what happened there with the breach. They did not secure their database. Then, yeah, there might be some potential lawsuits. So, because this thing is illegal for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's doxing people. And secondly, yep. Okay, well, there we go. Facing multiple class action lawsuits, they're neglecting Let's see. Negligence, invasion of privacy, violations of federal law. They failed. Yeah, so it's, I assume one is by the users. And this one down here is probably the legal implications. That's probably for the doxing. By the way, Chad, if a male equivalent of this app existed, as in an app for men to rate women, you know it would be banned immediately. And so I found this little article here from the Atlantic. I had to archive it because, you know. And I just figured we'd laugh at it. For a bit.
By Faith Hill, first came tea, then came the male rage. The app was meant to make dating safer for women. Data breaches exposing its users show why it was so popular in the first place.
You can't see it, but I'm moving my head, and I'm like doing the head bob thing that they always do. Yeah, so what they were blah blah blah. They were using tea taglines, helping women date safe. Complete lie.
But by Thursday evening, angry men had begun to amass online. They gathered on the anonymous messaging board, 4chan, clamoring for a hack and leak to publicly expose the app's users.
And then on Friday, last Friday, we got the 4chan leak. The beautiful leak. Posters across social media platforms had a field day sharing the images, calling them whales and ugly bitches, saying they deserved all of this. They do. Come on, you don't use an app like that and not deserve it. On Monday, 404 Media reported that a second data breach had revealed DMs between users. A second breach has hit the towers, folks. Beautiful. The whole
episode from start to finish was horribly bleak and also bleakly illuminating.
I think it's the opposite of bleak. I think it's hilarious. It's beautiful. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know if we want to go through all this garbage because it's a lot of garbage. Oh, here we go. She's whining about
the U.S. government is stripping away reproductive rights.
Like what? Are you kidding? Yeah. Yeah, it's just a bunch of spurging. I don't know if I want to read this just because it's... I'm pretty sure if I read this whole article, I'm going to get a migraine, and I don't want that, chat.
What T has accomplished is showing what women are up against. The men so hell-bent on revenge against T's users are illustrating that hatred of women is alive and well.
Yeah, it's not really hell-bent on revenge so much as really enjoying pointing and laughing. Because that's all it is. By the way, this is the winner who wrote this article, by the way. This is the winner who wrote the article. Isn't she a winner, chat? Would you date her, chat? Because I wouldn't. Even I have standards. Yeah, so that was very, very, very entertaining, chat. I'm so glad this happened. Our safety tools, chat. Safety tools. The movement. God. I hope this app gets sued into oblivion. It really should.